Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I knew this was gonna happen, but I'm gonna have to talk from my record. So, this story is about a girl whose parents abandoned her and called her grown, but they didn't really have proof until she got a little bit older. And y'all are just gonna be looking at this story with me. Well, I'll watch it, but y'all are gonna be able to hear the story, not me. So while I'm talking right there, you can't really actually hear me. So when the story starts, that's when I'm gonna stop talking, and then when it ends again, I'm gonna start backing up because I forgot. Well, I forgot to unpause it, but I'm gonna let y'all hear.
Was not a kid at all. They say that Natalia was actually an adult who took advantage of her dwarfism to do unspeakable things to her family.
They claim they were tricked.
Within 5 years, someone's dead.
This is the shocking case of Natalia Grace. A story that's going viral right now because people don't even know who to believe anymore. It's a huge lesson on how words and looks can be deceiving. And so by the end of this video, I want to ask you a question. Is Natalia Grace really evil? Or did her adoptive parents just frame her to get rid of her?
Did you want to hurt them?
It's all gonna come to light.
April 26, 2010, Michael and Christine Barnett adopted Natalia, knowing they only had 24 hours to sign her papers or else she would go straight to a foster home. Her biological parents had not been identified, and they also knew right from the start that she had a rare form of dwarfism, since she was barely 3 feet tall. That time, her Ukrainian birth certificate said she was born on September 4th, 2003, which meant she was only 6 years old. And so, wanting to help this little girl receive the love she needed, the Barnetts welcomed her to their family. And soon, Natalia would comfortably settle in. In these pictures, you see her living her childhood to the fullest, seemingly getting along with siblings and friends, and even being treated like a princess by her parents. See, by now you should know that Michael and Christine Barnett were seen by their community as incredible parents. After all, their own biological son, Jake, was diagnosed with autism at age 2, yet he was also considered a physics genius at a young age. Christine, as a mother, even wrote a book about it, meaning these parents, in theory, always had a huge heart for the differently abled. So that said, what did Natalia Grace do to them that it made the Barnetts call her an adult con artist and sociopath? How could this kid actually be evil? And how can an adult pretend to be a child?
What is it? The Bible. Why?
Well, these are the chilling details according to the Barnetts. The first hint revealed itself when Natalia a bath a day after the adoption, because she saw that their new 6-year-old daughter had hair down there. They shrugged this off until another unusual thing: Natalia had blood-stained underwear.
Natalia. Till that happened. Okay.
How could a 6-year-old have pubic hair and a period? Well, you will suddenly forget all of this when you hear what the Barnetts said they experienced next. Because the more Natalia Grace got involved with their family, the more she showed her true colors. Brace yourselves for this disturbing list. Natalia was said to have urinated and defecated inside the car and then smeared feces on the windows. She would draw violent pictures of her new family, scribbling the words "bye" next to their names. And one time she also poured bleach into Christine's coffee. When asked, "What are you doing?" she said, "I am trying to poison you." These acts from Natalia were so scary it reminded them of horror movies. And we're not even done with the worst parts yet. Seemingly out of hate for the very people who adopted her, Natalia even tried to push Christine onto an electric fence. She also threatened to stab her new brothers.
Natalia would do things like place clear thumbtacks on the stairs face up, so that when we would walk up the stairs, we would be stepping on thumbtacks to pain and injure ourselves.
And when they were asleep, Natalia would sometimes appear next to them with a knife in her hand. At this point, they said Natalia had already been hoarding knives, forcing the family to hide all their sharp objects. And you couldn't really blame them because Natalia allegedly said that she's going to kill them in their sleep.
I definitely didn't feel safe around Natalia.
Understandably, the Barnetts were scared. Michael said Natalia was placed in mental hospital after that, and there, a therapist supposedly diagnosed her as a sociopath. Hospital staffers even claimed that she made inappropriate sexual remarks to male patients. Witnessing all of this, the Barnetts were finally convinced Natalia was an adult. In fact, they petitioned a court to change her birth records, determining she was instead born in September 1989. This meant she was 14 years older than she claimed. But wait, this story has a plot twist. Before you judge Natalia Grace, I want you to hear her side of the story. Because in the next part of this video you will hear about a decision that could tell you who is really the bad guy here. Because see, after officially changing Natalia's age, the Barnetts soon found an apartment in Indiana where they would leave Natalia all by herself. All while the Barnetts moved to Canada. Christine said she paid Natalia's rent for a year and then set her up with social security, medical aid, disability aid, and food stamps. But in the eyes of some of Natalia's neighbors, the story was different. They said Natalia would struggle to climb the steps and wouldn't even be able to reach the kitchen counter or the washing machine. And because she couldn't cook for herself, she only relied on takeout pizza and instant noodles. They said Natalia was lonely and just wanted people to talk to. And once her power was cut off after not being paid, authorities got involved. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where people got very divided. Because years after this, Christine and Michael Barnett would face multiple charges of neglect. I mean, on one hand, if you believe all the bad things they said about Natalia, you would think the Barnetts were just protecting themselves from a dangerous adult, right? But on the other side of this argument, it's also true that Natalia was still their dependent. That's why, at this point of the story, let me ask you a different question, Nightfun. Do you think the Barnetts can be truly trusted with their stories?
We were all abused!
Or is it possible that they just made it all up to get rid of Natalia Grace?
Kicking down the stairs, we said we're not going to say, right?
The only one who has seen people play this game, and they're just always terrible at it. So I'm gonna download it for myself and see if it's as hard as they make it look. Whoa, okay, I might have spoke to—
Yeah, none of the dangerous acts she allegedly did to the Barnetts ever happened anymore. In fact, in these pictures, we can see Natalia looking much happier. They've accepted her as their own so much, they even got her custom-made shoes.
Okay, so I'm back trying to tell y'all. Okay, so the reason why I paused it, I forgot to unpause it, but okay, not the reason, but I'm gonna give y'all the backup story. So this girl, her parents didn't believe that she was 6 if she had pubic hair and if she already started her period. They believed she was older and they abandoned her at a home that she was like, they abandoned her at a home and flew somewhere else. She got adopted by a different parent. They loved her better than her old parents. And the reason why she thinks that that person loves her is because she didn't actually know. But they never actually told the truth about it until the end came. So, I don't know. And I actually forgot if I'm finna unpause it or not because I really don't know. But yeah. And right, the reason why, no one knows why they left her. That's why the video is finna show y'all. Well, he's finna tell y'all. And he's gonna ask the question at the end. But I just want y'all to tell me how y'all feel about this story. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Because I don't even feel good about this story. That's bad. Like, you abandoned your daughter. Like, that's a good thing. You can't adopt a daughter, then want to leave her.
Dude, why are you doing that? I'm vlogging here.
So, were the Barnetts just making it all up?
You can just tell.
Or is Natalia hiding something?
Hey guys, it's Grace, and this is my Halloween costume.
Whatever the answer is, the fact remains. No one ever deserves to be abandoned like that.
When you adopt a child, that child is yours, just the same as if you birthed that child at the
Can't just
hospital.
abandon them.
I didn't know that you could quit when you had children.
Especially when they needed love the most.
A lot of people look at me different, but I don't mind because it's the way I am. And I don't like seeing kids down and out. I don't want them to be in their room feeling bad.
So with all of this in mind, Night Fam, for the last time I'm going to leave you with the questions. Do you think Natalia Grace is really evil? Or did the Barnetts just make it all up?
So what do y'all think about this story? All in y'all's opinion, what do y'all think? Like, seriously, what do y'all think? I think that it was the parents because she's not even that. She don't even look like she's capable of doing something like that. Yes, it has the proof that it said that she has did that, but tune in with Didi, baby.
Yeah, I'm on the stage right now, singing your favorite song.